Morning YouTube. So I'm taking a crack at this snowblower some more today. As you can tell, it's a little cold in the little shed here. So far I've taken off the auger. It seems to be in good shape. I've taken off the augers and the gearbox, so everything seems to spin, but I'm just gonna dig into it a little bit more just to see if there's any issues. Maybe clean up some of the spots that are rusty. I'm hoping the only thing that was wrong with this was the shaft was basically holding on to these bushings. So what I'll do is I'll basically just clean these up, wire brush them real well. This one actually, I wonder if it's cracked, can't tell, but I'll wire brush them up and take a look at them, see if they need to be replaced. Like I said, this is my spare, so I'm literally not going to spend a lot of money, or if any money on it. So we'll take a crack at it just to see how it is, see what the condition is, and just go from there. All right, I got the slip clutch slowly apart. I'm gonna try to be careful because I don't want to. I mean, these discs look like they're in fine shape. I'll have to grab a small flat trowel or something like that, or putty knife, and try to split these. I gotta be careful. Yeah, I don't want to rush it, but plate. Got the plate off, yeah, because I couldn't get this bolt out because the plate was in the way. So let me basically gonna get that off and then slowly disassemble it. And hey, if this gearbox is really good shape, then again I'll maybe what I'll do is, because the other maybe if it's real good shape, I'll just keep, like I said, I'll keep it, or I'll examine the other gearbox on the one that I thought was in better shape, and take a look at it and see if that's which one's better. And I'll just keep one for spare and use the better one. The housing on this one is definitely in rougher shape. It's definitely got more rust on it. So but this is a good good way to definitely a good way to figure out which one's which. The difference I noticed between this slip clutch and the standard Gravely PTO clutches is the bolts that go through here. It's a slip fit on this one, as opposed to the Gravely one, which is threaded. So you basically it threads in, and then you tighten it on the other end. So yeah, that's kind of the one difference I've noticed so far with this. But let me get a putty knife or something and try to pry this apart without cracking it, because like I said, I don't want to wreck it. So give me a second. I couldn't find a putty knife, so I'm just going to use a feeler gauge here. So just get a nice thin one. Yeah, it's a little stiff on this other side. Yep, definitely stiff on that side. There it is. Alright, so that one's done. I think is there a metal plate in between? Or is it just one? Oh, it looks like it's only one one slip disc, one friction disc, whatever you want to call it. Let me see, I'll push on this. Yep. Actually looks in good shape. It's funny, it doesn't look like it's got any circular score marks on it. It kind of means it's never been really activated. Alright. Let's take this bolt out and see what we get. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm trying to see how this works. Alright, so it looks like... So, oh, okay. Hold on a second. Hear something outside? Alright. Thought I heard something. Alright. Ooh, what fell? Something fell. This is why I put it on the... Ooh, key. What's the key go to? See, it probably goes to one of these. There's a key here that just fell out. To figure out... Oh, okay, it's on here. Ah, okay. There's a key... Alright, this is how this works. I was wondering how this works. It's tough to see it. I have a exploded view of this. It's kind of tough to see sometimes on those exploded views of like where stuff actually falls. But so I have... Alright, so you have the bearings, the flange, the bearing, the 3/4 inch, or sorry, the 1/2 by 13 bolt, washer, the auger, you have the plate, and then the screws, the flange, then the friction. So that goes in. So actually, it's kind of funny. This. Oh, here's another friction disc. Okay, I was wondering where it was. So you have plate, friction disc, plate, friction disc, plate. So and then this interior plate goes on a. I don't know if you can see it right there. This like output shaft of the gearbox. So I'm guessing there's. My guess is there's 2 gears in here, or 1 gear in here, I should say, that hooks up with this worm. That's how this, basically communicates with drives the shaft on the auger, and then if there's any type of locking, that's when the friction disc and stuff kicks in. So I want to save this. Key. Basically, it's just a little square key. Right there. I'll save that and make sure I don't lose it. And then there's another disc, plastic one here behind the main one. There's a little plastic disc right there. So let me get these discs off. Hold on, push this up. I'm gonna pull at the same time. All right, so I'm gonna take the bolt with the washer off. Come on. That's nice that I put grease on this stuff. It comes off easy. Oh, excuse me. All right. So a little rusty there. So I'll have to just clean that up with a scouring pad. If I can get the shim again with the feeler gauge and slowly break these apart. Go the other way. Actually, I like using this feeler gauge. Now that I'm doing it, I've used Sometimes I've used like razor blades, and the problem is it gets caught and it starts to cut into it. This luckily is not, but it's definitely, feeler is definitely stuck to, or the friction disc is stuck to this. I think I got it. Oh, there we go. Alright. So, is there a lip on this? Interesting. So, I will have to, I wonder if, I'm wondering, someone could leave it in the comments if they've done this before. I wonder if one side is lightly bonded and then it's only skimming on this side. Because if I put this back on, it's just going to drop. There's nothing that keeps it centered. But that came off pretty easy if it was bonded, so I can't see how it would be. Because that came off really, really easy. If it was bonded, it would be a lot more difficult. So let me get this one off. Let's see what we got. Alright, there's the key, a little rusty. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any type of adhesive on it. It just looks crusty and rusty. Let me try clean it here and see how it looks. Yeah, I'll definitely have to take this to a something with a little more power, like a power orbital sander or something, to really clean this surface up, because it's really it's kind of roughed up. So, but oh well. So far, and obviously everything's in decent enough shape that it will be used again. I don't have to replace. Hopefully, don't have to replace anything. There's a plastic spacer. Alright, so that's okay. So that's, I don't know if you just saw that, but now this can come out. So this is one piece. So, how do I want to do this? Do I want to just go straight up? It's a lot lighter. It's funny, I know I'm taking this off and now it's going to make the whole thing, it'll make it lighter, but it's going to definitely make it more kind of tougher to stabilize. Keep hold. There we go. All right. Interesting. I mean, everything sounds good. There's nothing. Everything seems good. Alright, so the only, I mean, these are roll pins that are holding this blower fan on this shaft, so there's really no reason to take those off. So let me, just make some room. Oh. Alright, so let me clean this up a little bit, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I cleaned the clutch off camera. I just, took some scouring pads and just basically just brushed all the rust off, so I could just put them back together. Scour the inside of one of them just to make it easier to slip on. So that and everything else. So that should go back together no problem. So let's open up the gearbox here and see what we have inside. These are a little, they're a little loose, or maybe not loose, but just maybe just well greased, well oiled. So there's no issue with taking them off. Little quarter 20s. Put them to the side here so I can lose them. All right. Come on, you stinker. All right. Let's see if we can crack this open. I wonder if I'll need a screwdriver. Yep, gonna need something. Something to pop it. Oh, hold on. Oh, got it. Maybe. I got it underneath it. Oh, there we go. Ooh, it's fighting me a little bit. There we go. I could smell the grease, or the gear oil, I should say. Ooh, hold on. Don't want to rip the gaskets. Gaskets look in good shape, which is good. This bronze bushing looks good. No scoring or anything. Ooh, is that only one? Yeah, it's only one way that can go on. Does this come off? Let me see if we can push this out. Let's take a quick look inside as well. See if you guys can. Let me get a light and get the camera. All right, so. All right, let's take a quick look, see if there's any, well, I just see grease in it. Don't see any metal, and I actually don't see any, I don't see any grooves or anything on the worm gear, which is a good sign. So, I'm guessing if I pop that out, that oil's going to drain. We'll see, or if I rotate it, it's going to drain. So let me see how much is in there. I don't know if that's any water in there, or if that's just the type of gear oil it is. Oops, sorry. It is brown looking, but it might be just the type of gear oil. So we'll take a closer look. Let me see if I can put the camera down and just maybe I'll run a magnet down there and see if there's anything that's tripping off. All right, so I took a, off camera, I basically shined the light in it. There's some particulates in it. I'm assuming they're metal, but I didn't see anything really dramatic that would make me concerned. So if that since that's the case, there's no reason for me to try to force this out and try to go crazy with it. So I'm just going to consider it in decent enough shape to work and just kind of assemble it back together, and just assume that there was something else, maybe the side bearing that was it was frozen on maybe the side bearing. That's why it was locked up and didn't want to spin. So so I'm basically just going to slap it back together and maybe put it aside for now. Maybe go look at the other one at some point. There's no reason to put it back in the shell. Like I said, the shell is in rougher shape than the other one. So I might just assemble this to the point of I don't lose any parts, and it makes it at least easy to store. So I think that's what I'll do for now, and then we'll probably just jump back on the C10A, the one of the other ones that I'm working on right now. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. I'm glad this was just a quick little project just to do an inspection. So, hope to see you guys soon.